You hopped it all?
Never. I'm ready. Yes, I love it.
As a kid from Detroit and a California transplant, I've always been curious about lowriders. I'm at Sancho's Garage, a cultural space in Long Beach, to meet up with Lloyd Kohler, aka Long Beach Lloyd, and his bright yellow 1961 Chevy Impala.
Lloyd.
Rob, what's up, bro?
Hey,
Welcome
man.
to Long Beach. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, good to see you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Man, check her out. Here she is.
Oh my God.
If Lloyd's Impala looks familiar, it's because back in 1996, this very same car was featured in the video for Tupac's To Live and Die in LA. Lloyd saved it from the back of a warehouse and made it the lowrider it is today.
Yeah, welcome, man. Good to see you,
Yeah,
bro.
you
Hell
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, really good, but even better now seeing this car. Now, admittedly, I don't know too much about it, and that's kind of what I was hoping to do today.
I look forward to showing you all about it. We're gonna hit some switches, have a little bit of fun with it. Hope you're ready.
I am not.
I'm gonna give you a little tour around Long Beach. Get a hold of your chiropractor, tell him you'll need to see him tomorrow.
Okay.
Lloyd takes me on a tour of the city that gave him his nickname, and I get an education in cars with what's known in the lowrider circle as juice, a suspension adjusted by the pressure and flow of hydraulic fluid.
So I've had this car about 3 years. Everybody asked me how I got it. I ended up getting it off of Craigslist, which it was on Craigslist forever. Anybody could have went and got it. When everybody found out I had the car, they kept telling me, hey man, leave it original, leave it just like it is, keep the nostalgia of the video. And it got to me, so I'm like, you know what? I think I am. I rebuilt the original engine, redid all the original chrome, did everything, kept everything all original. I drove it around for about 2 weeks like that. Every time I'd pass the school, the kids were like, hit the switch. I didn't have any switches to hit. I was used to driving a lowrider, and I couldn't do it. I've basically changed everything. The only thing that's original to this car from the video is the carpet, the interior, and the paint.
Oh, so yeah, so everything that's done to this car, really, like all the hydraulics and everything is all you.
All me.
Yeah.
I didn't put them in though. There's shops that I attribute the work to.
Yeah.
I paid for it though. I gave them the vision. I told everybody what I wanted. When I saw it in the guy's warehouse, I saw it exactly like this.
What got you into low riding?
There was a neighborhood guy, the guy that dropped out of high school type guy. He used to take us riding around. We'd all go play basketball, and he had a Monte Carlo. It had hydraulics on it, 2 big old 15s in the back. And I just saw how everybody treated him when we pulled to the park. All the guys liked his car. I liked the motion of the lowrider. All the girls were talking to him. He was like the cool guy, you know? I just fell in love once I felt those switches going, and I just wanted to have that for myself. You hopped it all?
Never.
Oh, let's break your virginity then.
I'm ready. Yes, I love it.
So the funny thing about hydraulics, I've never seen anybody in the car frowning. It's impossible. Strangers I've been driving down the street, they tell me, hey, it's my kid's birthday, can we stop and check out your car and take a picture? Next thing you know, I'm hopping some stranger's kid in the car. I can't explain the joy that I get from it. It's not just driving them around. I love hitting the switch. I love putting the people in the car and showing them the switch.
I'm having a blast cruising low and slow around Long Beach, but of course my nerd brain kicks in. Yes, Lloyd's Impala has all the exterior features of a typical lowrider, right down to the gold spoke Dayton wire wheels. But I want to know how the hydraulics work to make this Impala dance. So we head back to Sancho's garage for a lesson in working the switches.
California Love, 1961, Chevrolet Impala. That's my baby.
This is just insane. I didn't realize what this car really was, much less how it works. So I would love to learn more about the switches.
Let me let you get at it. So basically you have front, back, and corners, with the third one being the left corner, fourth one being your right corner, the passenger side, and the second one being the back. So check it like you're checking a hot plate, just tap it up. Give it a little double, doom, doom. There you go, go again.
That's so cool.
It's
That
really
is
nice.
so sensitive.
So just tap the front down, hold it down. You can, and when you drop it, you can hold it all the way down. There you go. Now just barely tap the front. See, you feel it. One more time.
Now I'm not gonna do it, but what are the little combos that you'll? Because I saw you doing different combinations of things. What were you doing?
Oh well, go down, boom, like just real quick, and yeah, drop it down and up. There you go. Yeah, you were a natural. That was perfect. It's almost just like a little crack of the whip. I tell everybody, if you want to hop a car, the best motion is dribbling a basketball. Turn your hand sideways, because you're dumping it, just barely hitting it up, barely hitting it up.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney ride all in the car. So there's different kinds of setup. Everybody could have as many pumps as they want. I mean, usually no one goes over 4 pumps, but I choose 2 pumps. So this is a piston pump, which means you can add air into it, which I have no air into it.
Yeah.
You add the pressure and it gets probably an extra foot in hop. I have 8 batteries. You can go all the way up to 20 batteries, 22 batteries. You could have as few as 2. And this is a regular gate. So the difference between the regular gate is what we call them, and the piston pump is that you can add air to the piston pump to get more pressure, and the regular gate, it's one and done. It's just how it's always set. Gotcha. So inside of here is where the gear is, and I go with the Versace gear. It's the only gear I'll use. It's an 11 or a 13 if you're hopping. You want a 9 Versace to the rear, just so you see how we can get it up and just give it that little burst of pop. That's what I keep in the gate. And then this is the best dump ever. It's an 8X. If you are gonna hit the switches and you're gonna hop your car, you definitely want that.
So that's when you're hitting the switch, that's going to right there.
This is the dump. This is the down part that you hear that tink tink. That's this clicking. And then this is a Parker check valve.
Yep. Okay.
So those are my little secret combos. Obviously, everybody's gonna know. I'm not trying to hide anything, but that's just how I like to set up my cars. Yeah. So it's just a basic street car. 8 batteries, 2 pumps. The piston to the front, and it's a lot of fun. I've created a lot of relationships.
Every lowrider club has a plaque, and behind every plaque are club members who hang together. I want to find out more, so we round up a few friends and roll out to one of Lloyd's favorite lunch spots. A freak Long Beach rain shower makes us grab our food to go and sends us back inside, where we talk about the club and the lowrider community.
So, being from Michigan, I have a perception of what lowriders are, and it's not necessarily all following the rules. Is that true?
It's not all following the rules. We're lowriders because we don't like to follow the rules. It all started a long time ago when people were riding low and their cars were really low, and they called that low riding, and then the cops started giving them tickets. So they got the hydraulics to raise them up and down. So that's the origination of low riding. Who's to say who was the first? I attribute it to all different types and races that came together to make it happen, but everyone has their own opinion.
What's it like being lowriders?
We pull up to the beach, barbecue, bring our family sometimes, share our cars with them. We all know each other. We all know each other's families. We're all there for each other, and we all motivate each other. One of our things is that, you got to keep motivating each other to upgrade your car and just, look as fresh as you possibly can out there. We're like a family club. I started it because I didn't want rules, you know what I mean? I didn't want fines and fees and anything to be mandatory. We're all men. We don't need a probation or parole officer to tell us what to do.
I learned some new terminology. We got hitting switches, we got the juice, and then hopping.
Yes.
And so, you hopping is basically kind of like a contest.
Yeah,
Your tires leaving the ground. Your tires got to leave the ground.
They have contests where they have the ruler that's like 100 inches plus.
Yeah, there's some that'll stand on their back bumpers.
Yeah. But then in the street, there's street hopping. So if there's another car like his out there and pulls up next to him, it's like, hey, who's gonna get up higher?
Yeah. Is it just height, or is there other things that you
There's
measure?
other competitions like
dancing, stuff like that.
Okay.
If I've never hopped anybody I didn't like, if I don't like you, I won't even go near you. There's no reason for us to interact, but if I'm hopping you, it's a sign of respect from me and our club, and that's one of our things that we do, win or lose. We just like to get out there.
Tell me about the name.
Yeah, it's Plato, Plomo. It means like take the bribe or get shot, silver or lead, however you want to interpret it. But Pablo Escobar did make it famous, but it was also Zapata and Pancho Villa also used the term. So it's been used for a long time. And I'm not Latin, I'm Asian and white, but most of my friends are every other thing else. So it just fits us as we live by it. We're gonna jump you in after this actually, so don't worry about it. He gets jumped in, we're gonna get him a little LB tattoo for you guys leave.
Yeah.
With this episode, we've only scratched the surface of lowriders and lowriding culture. There's so much more to learn. Social and cultural stories, art and build stories, and much more. But I did get an introduction to the Long Beach lowrider vibe. The local community that's such a big part of the experience, and of course, how the hydraulics work. Lowriders are a smile on four wheels and a symbol of solidarity. They're a tradition that survived negativity and misconceptions and part of an extended family that goes on for generations. For me, they're an unforgettable experience.